Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday. So today I have kind of a fun video for you guys. I was talking with my friend Stephanie over at Flourish XO, and sometimes we like to bounce video ideas off of each other. Stephanie has a channel as well, obviously. I will go ahead and link it down below if you don't know who she is. Anyway, she mentioned the idea of doing like a top 5 like holy grail products video. I'm sure there are lots of people out there who have done this video in the past, but it's one of the ones that immediately when she said it, I was like, that's genius. Because right off the top of my head, there were like 3 things that like popped into my mind immediately when she suggested that. And then when I thought about it for like another couple minutes, I was like, and here's the other 2 things. So today I'm going to go ahead and share my top 5 holy grail beauty products that if I were to lose them, they were stolen from me, or somehow they were lost, I don't know, in a fire or whatever, I would immediately go and replace these things because they are products that I just cannot live without. These are in no particular order. They are all 5 absolute favorites that I continue to repurchase time and time again, and that are just tried and true for me. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to mention is actually my Clarisonic. I have had my Clarisonic now for I think 4 or 5 years. I've had this thing, the same one, the Clarisonic Plus, for the entire time. The brush head that I currently have on here is the Radiance brush head. I actually prefer the deep pour. I won't be repurchasing this particular brush head, but the deep pour is the one that I have been using for the longest. And that, I thought I'd try something else, but really, truly, like, I just need to stick to the deep pour. But the Clarisonic honestly has made one of the biggest differences in my skin. I have extremely enlarged pores, very oily skin. Makeup tends to settle into my pores very easily because they are so big. So it's very important for me to clean my skin properly every single night. And for me personally, I can't do that with just my hands or even just a washcloth. I really love the sonic, like, pulsing action that the Clarisonic does on your skin. It really does help to loosen a lot of dirt and debris and makeup and oil that can get stuck deep down inside of your pores. It gets rid of it. It makes my face squeaky clean every single night. It doesn't, it's not overly abrasive. I have really tough skin, which is why I can use this every single night. I know some people can only use it a few times a week, but for me, I use it every night. It hasn't harmed my skin in any kind of way. And I just love the way that my skin feels afterwards. It doesn't feel stripped or like irritated in any kind of way. It just feels clean. And I just would never ever be without this. This was a huge expensive investment for me. I think at the time that I bought this, I bought it off of QVC and I think I spent $225. It was like a kit that came with some other things. But once this guy starts to wear out and I can see that I'm having to charge it a little bit more frequently now, I can probably maybe get like another year or 2 out of this one before I'm gonna have to probably upgrade. But I will, the second that this guy gives out, you will see me at Sephora or Ulta, and I will be buying another one because I can't imagine my cleansing routine without it. I really can't. So I use it only at night, but it's fantastic and I love it. And I can't say enough good things about it. I know a lot of people are switching over to the Foreo Luna. I think that one's probably much better for people that have more sensitive skin. I don't have sensitive skin, and I do need something that's really going to work hard to get the dirt and the oil and all of the like makeup out of my pores every single night, and this just does it. I spent a lot of time talking about this, so let's move on. Okay, a hair product, because I wanted to mention a hair product. I was kind of waffling between this and the Alterna Caviar CC Cream. You guys have heard me talk about that time and time again. I may put that in as like an honorable mention. I'll link everything down below, but this ultimately won out. Only because, let me tell you what this is. This is the Nysant. This is the Azul Plata Platinum Blonde purple tone correcting mask. I also use the shampoo, but I just brought out the toning mask today, which is essentially a conditioner. But as you can see, my hair is gray. And before it went completely gray, I used to dye it blonde. And my blonde would always tend to pull really like gold and brassy. And I liked more of that ashy look to my hair. This particular brand of purple shampoo and conditioner has always worked the best on both my blonde and now my gray hair. It keeps my gray hair looking bright. It tones it to where, you know, gray hair, especially natural gray hair, can definitely pick up a lot of like yellow and just like different tinges. Because there's no pigment really left in the hair. And so the whiter portion of like that salt and pepper definitely tends to attract, you know, like a greenish hue sometimes or a yellowish hue. This helps to keep it looking just salt and pepper, and I love it. I do still have a tiny bit of my blonde like towards the front here, but the back of my hair is mostly completely grown out, and I've got it cut quite a bit recently to like try to cut the rest of that blonde out. And I think with my next haircut coming up here, we're gonna get almost all of the remaining blonde out. But this just does the most beautiful job of keeping my hair looking fresh and just like its natural color. Like it just gets rid of any brassiness or any like greenish or yellow tones in my hair and makes it look beautiful. Plus it's insanely hydrating for a purple shampoo and conditioner. It just doesn't strip my hair, and I use it 2, maybe 3 times a week, and it's absolutely perfect. Doesn't weigh my hair down, and it just, I love it. I honestly love it so much. Third, okay, this, I guess this should have gone after the Clarisonic, but this is my Paula's Choice Resist BHA 9. Okay, along with the Clarisonic, this has been a life-changing product for me skincare-wise because this has completely rid my face of blackheads. I do still, from time to time, get those sebaceous filaments in my pores, but I no longer get actual blackheads. The BHA 9 essentially is a 9% salicylic acid solution, and it eradicates blackheads on your face. Now, initially when I first started using it about 1.5 years, 2 years ago, it did take a couple of months to get to working. But once it did, all I had to do was maintain the results by using this, I don't know, now I use it 2, maybe 3 times a week. And it maintains my clear face with no blackheads. I love that. I used to really suffer with blackheads on my nose, my cheeks, my forehead, and my chin. Like I had them everywhere, and they're insanely frustrating. If you have blackheads, you know how difficult it is to get rid of them and to find products that really truly work. Yes, this is expensive, but it is worth every penny, and I have repurchased it several times over. In fact, this is a brand new one that I just opened because I just finished another bottle of it. I will honestly, whenever I run out of this, as long as Paula's Choice makes it, I will continue to repurchase this for all time. It is a holy grail product for me and has honestly changed my pores for the better. I just can't say enough good things about this. A foundation. Okay, and this is actually one of the most affordable powder foundations that I've ever found. It is the Everyday Minerals base. I tend to really like their semi-matte base. They have 3 different bases to choose from. One is more hydrating. The semi-matte is kind of, it's a mix between their matte formulation and then their hydrating formulation, so it's kind of right in the middle. It provides a little bit of a glow to your skin, but also mattifies. So if you have really oily skin, you can totally use the semi-matte, or if you really want a very matte finish, the matte formulation is available also. I'm in the color Golden Ivory. I've loved this brand for so long. I think I started using it in my very beginning days on YouTube, and honestly, it's been absolutely fantastic. I love it. It provides a good amount of coverage for me. It doesn't settle into my pores. It doesn't make me break out. There's no bismuth oxide in here. It's just absolutely beautiful on my skin, and it wears the longest out of any powder foundation that I have. And the fact that it is so affordable is fantastic. Now, this is only an online company. They're based out of Austin, Texas, but they do send free samples. I think you have to pay for shipping, but you can try their different formulations. You can try some different colors and just really figure out which one the best is for you. And once you find your color and formulation, honestly, it's the best price out there for a powder foundation, and it works like a dream. And I would never, I use other powder foundations, obviously, but this is the one that I always end up coming back to. I like to try new things for you guys, and so you do frequently see me buying things from Laura Geller and Tarte, in Urban Decay in terms of powder foundations, but the one that I have repurchased time and time again has always been this one. So it's a huge hit, and if you're looking for a new powder foundation, I really recommend checking out Everyday Minerals. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to mention is unfortunately something that I believe is now discontinued. It is the NYX Blush in Taupe. Whenever I see this like on clearance, it was on clearance for $2.50 on the NYX website. If it still is, I will of course link that down below for you guys. The NYX Blush in Taupe is what I use for my contour almost every single day, and I absolutely love it, you guys. It is a really cool toned ashy shade of, it's technically a blush, but I don't know who would use this as a blush. It's matte. It's absolute perfection. It honestly looks the most natural on my skin, and just, oops, there goes my makeup brush, and just gives me, it brings some dimension to my face. I have to contour my face almost every single day because my face is extremely round. So I contour my cheekbones as well as down the sides of my nose to slim my nose just a little bit. And the only product that does it beautifully every single time is the Taupe blush. I'm really sad that they discontinued this particular formulation of it, because the new NYX blushes in the color Taupe, it's not the same. The color is slightly off and the formulation is much softer, and it doesn't go on the same way that this one does. Luckily, I have lots of backups, but you know, I will always buy backups of this as long as I can possibly find it. So if this is something that you have liked in the past, I really encourage you to snag up as many as you can right now, because they are doing away with it. So major bummer, but yeah, this has always been a holy grail for me, and it will continue to be as long as I can find backups of it on some random website somewhere. So anyway, those were my top 5 holy grail products, things that I will immediately repurchase when I run out of, or try to like hoard and stock up as much as I can. But yeah, these are the products that I've just come to like heavily rely upon, that just have worked the best for me. So let me know what some of your holy grail products are down below in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great Thursday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.